Healthcare, technology can either be your best friend or your biggest enemy. So today, we're going to look at this really cool curriculum that's designed to turn any healthcare professional into a digital whiz in just 9 days. Let's dive in and see how it works.
So let's just kick things off with a question that really gets to the heart of the matter. When you're in the middle of a busy day, is your computer actually helping you streamline patient care? Or does it just feel like a constant roadblock, another thing to fight with? Well, that frustration is super common, and it's exactly the problem this whole thing is designed to solve.
All right, so how do you go from frustration to fluency? Well, here's the roadmap for the 9-day journey. First, we'll get into why these skills are totally non-negotiable in healthcare today. Then, we'll see how they build a solid foundation before jumping into creating those polished professional documents. And after that, this is where it gets really fun. We'll explore how to turn raw data into actual usable insights. And then, we'll see how it all comes together in a final capstone project.
So why is this so important? Honestly, in today's world, being good with a computer isn't just a nice-to-have skill anymore. It's a core part of providing safe, efficient care. I mean, think about it. A well-organized digital file can literally prevent a critical error, and a clear, easy-to-read report ensures a perfect handover to your colleague. In that sense, it really is the new bedside manner.
The whole journey kicks off on day 1, and it doesn't start with some super complex software, but with something way more fundamental, building a rock-solid digital foundation. The whole idea here is that true confidence with tech starts with simple, powerful organization. So day 1 is all about getting comfortable with the basic toolkit. Just think of these file types like the essential instruments in your digital medical bag, right? You've got your docx files for reports and notes, XLS for spreadsheets that can handle everything from patient data to supply lists, and of course, PDFs for sharing info that has to look the exact same for everyone, no matter what device they're on. And here's the very first hands-on task. Now, it might look almost too simple, but the curriculum really hammers this home. Creating a logical folder structure is the single most important habit to learn to avoid digital chaos. This simple act of organization, that's where the control and the confidence really begin. Okay, so with that solid foundation in place, the next 3 days are all about a super crucial skill, crafting professional documents using Word. And we're not just talking about typing here. This is about learning how to communicate complex medical information with total clarity and professionalism.
We've all seen this, right? A giant block of text. The information in there might be vital, but man, it is a chore to read. There's no formatting, you can't scan it quickly, and honestly, it just doesn't look professional. This is the starting point for a lot of people.
And boom, here's the transformation after just one lesson on day 2. It's pretty incredible, isn't it? With just a few basic skills, like adding a clear heading, using bold, making a bulleted list, that same dense information is now instantly scannable and way easier to understand. In a hospital or a clinic where every second counts, that kind of clarity isn't just about looking good. It can be absolutely critical for patient safety. Then on day 3, the skills level up. Now we're moving from just formatting text to structuring data visually, right inside the document. Making a clean, simple table like this one with nutritional info is such a powerful way to present data clearly, whether it's in a formal report or a patient handout.
And by day 4, wow, look at the jump. Students are now building full multi-page reports. They're learning how to create automated tables of contents, how to handle proper citations, and how to build bibliographies. It's a huge leap in a short time, from basic formatting to producing documents that are genuinely professional grade.
Now, the next phase of this journey, from day 5 to 8, dives headfirst into the world of data. But hey, this isn't about mindlessly plugging numbers into a spreadsheet. Nope. The goal here is way bigger. It's about learning how to turn raw numbers into real, actionable knowledge that can actually help inform clinical decisions. So on day 6, a student might start with a simple list of numbers, just like this. All the information is there, sure, but it's not exactly easy to make sense of it with just a quick glance. It's just raw data, basically waiting for someone to give it meaning. But then, day 7 happens. And this is the magic moment. That same data gets transformed into a simple bar chart. And just like that, you can instantly see which food has the most calories. You've just turned a boring list of numbers into a visual insight. That's the power of data visualization right there. But hey, data isn't always just about numbers. On day 8, the curriculum tackles a completely different kind of data problem: how to find credible information online. In a world swimming with medical misinformation, Learning a powerful search command like this is basically a superpower. It lets a healthcare pro slice right through all the noise and go straight to official, evidence-based guidelines. That saves a ton of time and ensures they're using the most reliable info out there.
And all of that brings us to the grand finale, the capstone. On the 9th and final day, it is all about integration. Students get a project that forces them to use every single skill they've picked up over the last 8 days.
So this final project, it isn't about testing one little skill here and another there. No, it's about conducting a symphony of all of them. From that professional formatting they learned way back on day 2, to embedding a data table from day 3, and adding the right citations from days 4 and 8, everything has to work together perfectly to show they've achieved true digital competence.
So, what's the big takeaway here? Well, this 9-day journey is really designed to be transformative. The goal is to take a healthcare professional from being kind of hesitant with technology to being a truly confident creator, someone who can produce the clear, professional, data-driven documents that are just so essential in modern healthcare.
And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. Once you have this toolkit, the ability to organize, to communicate, to analyze information effectively, what's the first thing you do? What patient care challenge, or administrative headache, or research question would you finally feel